So, okay, it was 3. I had the number 3 written down. I was just looking in the main hall. 3. Coming up. Challenge. 5 minute. Here we go. Let's do it. 27-27. All right, let's try this one more time. There's no way I could lose 2 games in a row, right? That's impossible. Or very possible. It's very possible. So let's run with this. Try and pick up the pace. Okay. That right there, I believe, is considered to be the best. Right? That's going to be the best move to be running with. Why is that the case? Can anybody answer that? Why is c3 the best there? I think it's a good move to be running with to just kind of wait. One of those little waiting games. So this, all right, we're just doing a little bit of dancing here. And yeah, there's nothing really exciting about this. In fact, I don't know. I think this is like maybe like what? They just kind of have to go back eventually, because what are the alternatives? Bishop goes to d3. I could actually consider bishop to h3, right? So, I don't know. What's the big idea here? What are White's candidate moves? Anybody know? Oh, my opponent's talking to me. Okay. All right, he's got it. They were trying to mute the stream, so they weren't going into a deep think. So now if I win this, it's because they were trying to mute their stream, and they burned like an hour trying to figure it all out. Okay, back to doing some chess. I'm going to go here, kind of breaking this pin a bit, right? And I'm going to offer queen exchange, actually. Could we have a queen exchange? Is that possible? Or no queen exchange? Queen takes queen, knight takes queen. Are we going to be seeing c4? No. Okay, the ladies are off. So now what? Okay. I think this is a good approach, because you'll note my resulting pawn structure. It's on light squares. And if my bishop gets off the board, then it's going to work well. All right, my remaining pawn structure should be pretty good. Let's come back here. If I don't have my light square, okay, let's go with this. And now what? Am I going to be in some trouble here? Might I be in some trouble? Are they going to allow me to get off their light square bishop? Okay, no. So that was a pretty interesting one right there. I wasn't really expecting that. So now what to do with this knight? He's a little bit of a pain here. So let's try and put at least some pressure on him. Now typically in the Caro-Kann, what is it that you would like to do? I think for the most part, having I think this is an important move to be running with. I could be wrong, because now c6 is there's some issues with c6. So let's do this. Watch out for g4. And next up, I believe king here, because I have to anticipate the knight playing here, and I want to be able to take him out. So what next? This I don't have to worry about. I think getting my rook here is a good idea. I don't have to worry about, I'm in a pin, but is there really any issues? I'm thinking about b5 here. Now that this rook is no longer on the a file, I might be able to get that in with some success. Or maybe rook here first. b5. Pawn takes, pawn takes. If the knight moves, I'm going to go here first. Am I missing anything? I'm not sure. Oh, you know what I forgot to do? I forgot to do something here. Okay, so that's actually that's a really strongly placed knight right there. All right. I forgot to do something. Usually when I stream, I do some other stuff, but I forgot to do that. So that knight is, well, you know what it's coming out down to right here? I don't really have a constructive plan at this point, I don't think. Let's just play here. Maybe I could actually meet something like a knight here with like backing my bishop up. I want to be cautious that my knight doesn't get trapped as well. I think there might be something slick my opponent could be doing with like rook backing up, knight e3, chase my rook away, and then grab this guy. That's what's being threatened, I believe. So let's get out of that. Knight there could have been a strong one, hitting my rook and essentially my pawn because I'm still in that pin. So my rook might actually be... I don't know. Okay, they're prepping this particular move. And how should I deal with it? I'm going to back up, actually. Maybe I could be playing c5 in some instances. Might want to just coordinate my pieces a little bit better, too. There might actually be a pretty good response. I don't want my rook here. In fact, it's too... I think it's a bit too accessible. So let's just get it back here where it's kind of... everything is a bit more protected. And now maybe... c5. c5. This is tough because this pawn is ready to push. Well, I'll play here. Maybe I want to get c5 in or something. In fact, you know, maybe... now what? Okay, I'm going to back up again. Guard this pawn. Maybe like if... okay, I kind of have to run with that, don't I? And let's try this. Maybe I could get my bishop there to recapture. And I think this is a good spot for my bishop, if I'm not mistaken, right? Could be wrong. Could definitely be wrong. And I think I want to keep a close eye on this pawn break. So, and I want to go here with this so that that move doesn't come with threats. And actually, there's a lot of fire. Actually, the knight's being hit, and actually I could take here with check. Should I insert that particular move? I think it's good to do that. Let's do this first. And I do want to watch out for what? Oh, okay. I think I'm just better at this point, if I'm not mistaken. Let's go here and then double up. Am I just winning a pawn? And then getting ready to push away. Let's try this. And then looking to maybe double up on their 7th rank. Alright. I don't think there's much more excitement in this game. I think I might want to offer a draw. I'm going to offer a draw. My opponent does have fewer time as well. I don't know that there's really much to do here. Are we just going to have a draw? I have 3 pawns, they have 2. They're a little bit down on time, and they're offering me a drawback. So I think that's a reasonable result. Good game. Let's see. just backing up. Okay, Caro-Kann. Let's get some C3. What's there to say here with C3? It's like a little bit of a waiting type of move, right? Like they want to see where they don't want to develop their knight. So, well, wait, let me back up. How to, okay, let me back up. I need to formulate these thoughts accurately right here to describe what I mean, because this isn't like, this isn't so easy to describe maybe. Well, what is it that black wants to do? Black wants to get their bishop out, and this is, you might as well chalk this up. This is an idea you want to run forward with in any Caro-Kann. You want to get your light square bishop outside of your pawn chain and then play e6. So knowing this right now, if white just goes casually with knight f3, excuse me, even though that is a move, you know, I have an additional option of just coming immediately out to g4. However, by playing c3, it supports the center, and now it's like, well, what do I do in the meantime? Do I play to f5? I certainly can't play to g4. It's really limiting my responses. So bishop f5, the knight then comes out, and now they're not having to deal with the pin. If they do deal with the pin, then it only comes at, well, it's coming at the cost of what? At the cost of me having to make two moves before I'm there. So this right here, this is a little whatever. I don't even know what you call it. If white really wants, it turns out to be a draw, and they just kind of shuffle back and forth. But I knew white wouldn't be wanting a draw because they're playing the white side. But anyhow, we really got into this quick endgame, and this right here really shocked me. I didn't know, but it's just kind of going into a what? A pretty balanced endgame. I don't know. What the main thing, I'm not going to be going over all the moves, but just trying to be a bit general. I'm trying to take into account what the potential pawn breaks might be at this point. So I'm preparing to meet like a5 with b5. I'm trying to prepare b5 with maybe c5. That's the one reason why I'm playing my rook to c8, etc. One little trick right here. I saw that might be coming up. Knight here, hitting both of those guys, but pretty dry position. At the end of it, I was up a pawn, but there's not really much you could really do to advance it, I don't think, right? If anything, I could be playing maybe for a win here, but it's not happening. This rook just keeps a close eye on either my king or my pawn, etc. So it's a fair result right there.